Welcome to Mueller Time, episode 10.
Good evening. What's happening, y'all?
We did 10 episodes.
Y'all. All right. What's wrong with me? I'm not from the South.
Yeah, that's pretty cool though, huh?
How you doing, Eric?
I'm doing good. I'm excited about those 10 episodes.
Yeah, well, this is number 10.
It's like there's something nice about that number.
Yeah, that means we got to do 10 more.
When I realized this was 10, the first thing I thought of, wow, we could do 100. Because that's how I think, think big.
Well, maybe one day we'll have 10 listeners.
We checked those stats. We have a lot of listeners. This is very cool.
Yeah, thank you, everybody that does take the time to listen to the Mueller Time podcast with myself and with Eric LeVay.
Yeah, and our biggest listeners are the Five Eyes. The
Five Eyes.
It's funny. I was looking at it. Five Eyes is the intelligence. It's an informal sort of group of 5 countries that share intelligence. I don't know if you've read about that term or whatever, but so it just so happens that those same 5 countries are the biggest listeners to this show. The United States, Great Britain, England, New Zealand, Australia, and of course I'm blanking on the 5th one.
All of our former close allies.
And hey, there's a ton of, I don't know who's listening in New Zealand, but first of all, thank you. That's one of the biggest,
well, that's as far away as you can get, basically.
That's so wild to me.
Yeah.
And since we're talking about that, we'd just like to apologize for this president.
I have a Facebook friend in New Zealand.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, musician, incredible drummer.
I always wonder if there are people I know. You think he could be one of the listeners?
Maybe. I don't know.
So
the drummer from El Grupo Sexo, if you're out there, hey, America misses you.
Yeah. Although we really can't. New Zealand actually seems like a pretty good place to be right now, right?
Yeah.
Like how far? What's the farthest country from this country? Is it?
Well, we don't have a globe here, but you really it's absolutely on the other side of the planet and on the opposite hemisphere.
Like I almost we should pull our money and just hire Elon Musk to just create some ship to get us the fuck out of here.
Oh, wait, isn't his LA Hyperloop going to be giving test rides? Didn't I see that in the news somewhere last week?
Let's just see if we can get him to extend that to like Mars, like the President Trump one-way express away from this planet. So today, as I'm sure you saw, things blew up with the embassy in Israel.
Yeah, as promised, that did not go well.
Yeah, what a surprise. Yeah.
Okay, how many protesters were killed? I heard 50 people were killed.
It was 50. I just looked now. Now they're saying 60. So it's probably like 100 or more.
Yeah, my favorite right-wing nutjobs are refusing to refer to the protesters that were killed as protesters. They are just basically referring to them as terrorists that deserve to be killed.
Well, did you see who else did that? Raj Shah, the White House.
Oh, yeah. He was filling in for Sarah Huckabee Sanders today.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I guess she took the day off to go cry in a bathroom somewhere. But yeah, it's amazing. They're using the same playbook that Putin uses. Mm-hmm. Raj Shah, I know you already know this. Raj Shah called them the people who got killed. He said if they were even, he almost said for a second that they weren't killed. Like he almost went there, like full on Alex Jones. And then he was like, well, this was Hamas's fault. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. It takes 2 to tango, as they say. So I'm sure everyone already knows this, but President quotation mark Trump chose to recognize Jerusalem as the capital of Israel, which has been
no, I thought it was they moved the embassy there. It's not that they're recognizing it as the capital. I might be mistaken.
No, you're right. It's both.
Okay.
It was kind of like by de facto, by moving it there, he sort of did that. Okay. But you're correct.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's been what some people call the crown jewel of bargaining chips, which he just gave away for nothing.
Well, that's kind of his style when it comes to negotiating and the art of the deal.
Hard to believe he went bankrupt 25 times. Jerusalem is a contested area by the world's probably 3 biggest religions. So of course it was a great idea to just say it belongs to one. And I'm speaking like as a Jewish person, which is a whole nother story. Mm-hmm. But it's pretty wild.
Yeah, well, that's only going to get uglier. Okay, so I've been saying the past few weeks, oh my God, it's only Monday. Well, today wasn't the hairiest Monday we've had in a while. But that frightens me more. What's coming?
Right. And unless
Something's blowing up this week. Not necessarily literally, but
yeah, I guess it depends on where you are. Like if you were anywhere near Israel today, but like you're right here where we are, it was quiet.
Okay, so am I mistaken? Did Michael Avenatti connect Michael Cohen with the Qataris and the Rosneft oil deal with the Russians?
That's what I read. He seems to have locked down some people at Trump Tower.
I know he has photos, time-stamped photos of Michael Cohen and these Qataris going in and out of the Trump Tower elevator together.
By the way, I just got to say real quick, did you see the preacher, like the whatever the hell he is, the grifter?
Oh, the Jews are going to hell preacher?
Yeah.
In Jerusalem? Or in Israel, excuse me?
It never ends with these people.
I mean, really?
Robert Jeffress, is that his name?
That's kind of the same. Okay, what was it? The Holocaust Remembrance Day when they refused to remember the Holocaust?
Right. That was the beginning. That's when I knew how bad things were going to be.
Okay, that's kind of the same thing that they did today. Why would you bring that person, that preacher?
And that's like when you are Jewish, that's like the number one. I'm not saying like I ever heard that growing up, but the standard first insult that any like prejudiced person gives to a Jewish person is you're going to hell. That's like rule one, number one playbook. And that's who this guy is.
Yeah, I went to a Catholic high school. I know people that did that.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
yeah. Who did they say it to, though? Because there were no Jewish people there.
No, they would say it about Jewish people that weren't there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I went to public school all up until high school. And then there was plenty of Jewish kids at the public schools I went to. Then there's none at this Catholic high school. The casual anti-Semitism I heard as a 14-year-old was shocking.
Yeah, that is shocking. Yeah. That stuff
I hadn't heard that before. And all of a sudden I'm hearing it now because there are no Jewish people around.
That's why I like when people like, I have people, maybe they didn't vote for Trump, maybe they don't even like Trump, but some of them get on my back. They're like, hey, why are you so, on social media, why are you so angry and stuff? Well, I don't know. Maybe because Nazis marched through the streets and he said they were good people. Yeah, like we got to watch our backs.
Okay, yeah, but that same person is also going to his cousin's best friend saying, why are you always posting pictures of your babies and food? Why are you so happy online? What's the difference?
That's true.
Yeah, I know you well enough. You're not the kind of guy that's going to go post cute pictures of animals. I mean, of course you're going to post stuff that you're angry about. That's what Facebook is for. And anyone that complains to someone about it, come on.
I mean, I love dogs. I just don't usually post stuff like that. I'll post occasionally like a family or friend photo. Yeah, I do love dogs. I just never think to, maybe if I had a dog, I would post more dog photos. Well, yeah, I don't know anyone with an animal that doesn't. Oh, check this out, man. So today I went down kind of one of those internet rabbit holes. Oh no. And I thought of something. If we can expand our staff here or whatever, or just our little operation here, and we can make use of a computer and someone on it, man. So, like we goof on, or you mostly goof on Ben Shapiro. Oh yeah. Like I found some guys like who, the best thing to describe it, the guys who want to be Ben Shapiro. Oh, there's so, man, that Ben Shapiro he has that personality that he will have followers forever. It's frightening. But what did you find? Tell me. I don't even think I want to give him a plug, but some guys with a fairly big following, like they at first it honestly looked like a Russian troll account, but then I went to their YouTube and they were real people. They have a podcast, but I mean, it was hilarious. Yeah, there are people that make Ben Shapiro animations and post them all day long, and then Ben Shapiro retweets all of them. Right. Yeah. I got blocked by an account that is called Ben Shapiro 2024. I'm not sure exactly why they blocked me. I'm sure I made fun of them in a slightly funny, mean way. Yeah. But yeah, they blocked. But yeah, there are people that worship Ben Shapiro. It's frightening. And yeah, he's got a huge political career ahead of him. I don't know if he's ever going to run for office, but maybe we should get a Ben Shapiro supporter to come talk to us sometime on this podcast. Yeah, no, I'd love to. That'd be fun. I got to pick up a third mic and we can definitely have some guests and maybe go into a studio for that one. No, so yeah, we might have to go to neutral ground for that one. Yeah, we can make it happen at Politicon. Hey, okay, but it's getting to be that time of year when I went to the Politicon website and they're still saying 2018 details coming. It's coming. Yeah. It's like they say. What do they say? Winter is coming on Game of Thrones. Summer's coming. Well. Yeah, no, I haven't done Game of Thrones. But I just saw it on some meme somewhere. Yeah. But no, so these like internet trolls who want to be Shapiro, their whole thing, all Republicans in this especially the younger ones in today's modern America, their whole thing is owning liberals.
No, they want to own the libs.
That's all they.
It's not actually about
Chris,
politics.
Again, I don't want to give these people a plug, but that is literally almost the name of their show.
Oh, come on. Yeah, let's plug them anyway.
Own the
Libs podcast?
It's more or less. And I'm looking, it's amazing. It's like, that's their, I mean, you already know this. That's literally the whole thing. Owning liberals.
Yeah.
I have to own you. I'm going to own you.
Yeah, it's a little
I'm going to own you right now by breaking your head on the wheel of truth or whatever they said that time on Ben Shapiro's site. That's so like, no, I want to know the psychology behind these whack jobs. Like, why do you have to own someone?
Yeah, that's
like really like what?
That's a little frightening. Look, it's ego. It's about ego. It's about getting their way. It's about being supreme.
It's so fascinating that they chose. Like, I don't want to own Ben Shapiro. Like, if I get in a, I didn't even think that was that funny. But, like, if I let's say I get into an argument with Ben Shapiro, or like, let's say like I debate him one day, or we debate him, whatever. I don't want to own him.
No, he's going to totally own us if we debate him because he talks so fast. And he only will do the debate in front of his hometown crowd. We would be destroyed.
He would never own us. But I'm saying, like, I don't want to own him. I would just like to win. But I don't want to own him.
Well, I don't think it's possible just because of the way that he argues with people. You've seen him do it. It's just there's no winning with him.
I'm sorry, I'm obsessed.
He'll never concede a point, and he'll just talk over you because he can talk faster than any other right-wing nut job.
But I'm obsessed with this concept of owning someone. Like, it seems like the physical manifestation of that is where you drop your mic and just walk away like, what up? Like when we saw that kid trying to ambush Malcolm Nance at Politicon.
Oh, that was great.
And Malcolm Nance, actually, to be fair, he did own that kid.
He did.
They tried to do this whole YouTube thing on like a guy who's like first of all, the guy's like a fucking like counterterrorism. Right away, that's a guy who doesn't fold under pressure.
No.
And on top of that, he's an experienced guy on camera. It's like, that's the worst person you could try to own.
Did you see Malcolm Nance? He had a couple different appearances this weekend on MSNBC where he was going after the Trump aide. I don't even know the name of the person.
Kelly Sadler.
Yeah.
Now that name we will say.
Kelly Sadler.
Let her name live in infamy.
Yeah, he gave her a good dressing down on a couple different spots on MSNBC this weekend. So Ben Shapiro's Daily Wire then has a story saying how Malcolm Nance attacks veterans.
But did Ben break him on the wheel of truth?
Oh, that was the
one his father wrote.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That was the one.
His father, Hank Berrien.
Yeah. By the way, did you see that? Speaking of that, Kelly Sadler, did you see that Steve Schmidt wrote to me on Twitter?
No, I did. I did not read. Explain the scenario for all of our podcast listeners.
The guy who stars in that movie, The Big Sick.
Kamali Nanan. I'm not going to.
I don't want to mangle.
He's on Silicon Valley.
Correct.
Had their season finale last night.
I don't know his work too well, like I said, but I don't want to mangle the guy's name, but obviously he's very, very successful. He responded to a tweet by Steve Schmidt. Basically, he was like, I admire John McCain a lot. I just wished he had spoken out more with these lunatics. Mm-hmm. Steve Schmidt said something, then I just saw it. I wrote back. I said, I admire John McCain. There's no question he's an American hero for what he went through. Not just that, but how he was a leader in that camp. Mm-hmm. And then, but respectfully, I feel the same way. And then Steve Schmidt wrote back, long story short, to me. It was like, well, do you want to be remembered in your life for the things you didn't do or something? And respectfully, like, that's not really what we were talking about.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't about that. But what I was thinking too was, if I am that famous, if I make some big mistake, my obituary is going to have something like that. Yeah. And that's what the truth is. Yeah.
Now, look, John McCain, I think we brought this up on an earlier episode of, maybe it was our proto Mueller Time podcast where, sometime in the last year, McCain just completely shut up Kamala Harris in some congressional hearing. I don't remember what the hearing was, what the subject was, what law or what bill was being discussed, but he just completely just mansplained and shut her down in a very sexist fashion.
Right. There you go.
So McCain has done some political nonsense that is indefensible, but yeah, look, he's got a horrible situation with the breed of cancer he's been struck with.
Yeah.
You don't make comments like Kelly Sadler did. You just don't.
There's no excuse for...
No.
they called it a low point. I think there were things that happened that were even worse beforehand. But in terms of the actual presidency, it qualifies as definitely one of the lowest of the low.
Yeah.
And the fact that they're not apologizing.
No. Then they won't. They don't. The Trump organization does not apologize.
That's just incredible, man.
No, that's
just
that's
not
some ego bullshit. Excuse my language.
No, I'm floored.
Yeah.
I'm floored that they will not apologize for that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, supposedly she called Meghan McCain and apologized on the phone, and she was like, "You need to apologize publicly because that's the point."
Loyalty to Trump is more important than being a patriot.
Right. I was even thinking about, were we going to talk about that? Because it's just, all right, let's play Should I Call the Police? Should I Call the Police? The hit game show.
Oh, wow. This
thing. And by the way, I'm waiting for the moment, and let me just put this out there now. When one of you motherfuckers in Hollywood rips this shit off, which I know one of you are going to, we are going to sue you. Absolutely. Now, I've been ripped off before. That's part of being when you're a comedy writer, it's part of the game. Everyone, every musicians, it happens too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, remember that Robin Thicke? He had to admit he fucking just stole that song.
Okay, yeah. For the sake of this podcast, yes, I remember that.
It's obviously more complicated than that, but it happens in every. People strong arm you in Hollywood. The bigger they are, they're just like, we're going to take your stuff. Anyway, the first one of you that gets Should I Call the Police? Just hire us.
There you go.
Don't steal it. Or if you do steal it, then hire us afterwards. Don't be that guy.
Yeah.
We're a little bit farther along. We're not going to take that. Anyway, welcome to Should I Call the Police? Chris, how you doing?
I'm good.
Where are you from?
I am still from behind the Orange Curtain.
Nice. That's Orange County.
That is Orange County, yes. From there. That's the important word.
Now, Should I Call the Police is the hit game show where you get to decide whether the police should be called.
Okay.
You ready to play?
I am ready to play.
Okay. You're at Yale University.
Mm.
You see a student sleeping in the common room. Should you call the police?
Absolutely. It's a homeless person that has a gun or a bomb. Get him out of there. See something, say something. Yes, call the police.
It's very serious. I mean, they could be sleeping, but they could be a human bomb, and their hairs, when they wake up, that could detonate the bomb, right?
Yeah. And all those books are going to, burn it instantly.
Right.
Yeah. To call the police.
Call the police.
Call the police. Why would anyone fall asleep in a university library during finals week?
Exactly. Okay.
Was it finals week? I'm making that part up.
Question 2.
Okay. Question 2.
You're at Waffle House. Again. Not the first incident. Yeah, this is the new one.
Okay, wait, game show. Sorry.
You're at Waffle House. You see a couple who clearly appears to be going to their senior prom. Do you call the police?
Are they brother and sister?
Let's say you're not sure.
Those ones were brother and sister.
Please, no side talk. Don't break the fourth wall. Should you call the police?
Okay, it's a Waffle House. They're brother and sister. What state?
I'm not sure, but they are going to prom.
Well, the state's important. If it's Alabama, don't call the police.
Question. Let's go. Let's move on. Chris got a little distracted there.
Okay, no, I'm sorry. I was trying to have fun. No, I'm going to break the fourth wall here.
Go ahead, sir.
All right. Well, the couple I just thought was the oddest thing in that story was that prom couple was brother and sister.
I didn't. I'm so disgusted. I only read the first line now when I see these stories.
But no deal at all was made over a brother and sister going to prom together. It was that now they were at Waffle House, and what actually prompted the police to get called on this couple?
Well, wasn't that like not to break the wall myself, but wasn't it maybe shit, man? I don't know. It's been a long time since I went to the prom. I don't know.
You wait. You don't can't remember if you brought your sister or not?
I don't have a sister. All right, let's move on. Now, here's the big one.
Okay.
This is the big one.
Okay.
This is for the daily triple. Okay. For all the... Okay, here we go. You're up in Oakland, California.
Mm.
You see a group of people barbecuing. Do you call the police? Barbecuing in a park, public park.
Are they in the designated barbecue grilling area?
Great question. Let's say hypothetically, let's say you're not sure.
Are they using a grill that's built into the park, or did they bring their own?
The answer is yes.
Okay. Wait.
I'm just going to end the show right here. So
No, there's more to this. Hold on.
That was the best one though, because that woman has gone viral.
Oh yeah.
The woman who called the police on the group of black people barbecuing. She looks kind of like she wanted to be on a SWAT team at some point.
Well,
but that's a side note.
They made her crack. Did you watch the whole 30-minute YouTube clip of that? There's like almost 30 minutes long.
I don't have time for all that. I'm sure you don't either.
I didn't watch the whole thing. I skipped through it. But
anyway, that's
black people grilling. Call the police.
I thought that was going to be a one-time bid. Now it's clear though we're going to be doing that probably every show as long as we do this.
Hey, I made a flyer for it on the Mueller Time Facebook page, which you should all like.
Yeah.
Like us on Facebook.
Yeah, and Twitter, Instagram. Please go ahead and follow us. My name is Eric Levay, which is spelled EricLevai.
And I'm Mr. Chris Carey on Twitter. Find me there, at Mr. Chris Carey.
By the way, speaking of Waffle House, did you see that supposedly Trump finally spoke with James Shaw Jr.?
He's the
hero. Yeah.
The good guy without a gun.
Yeah. Pretty much if you look that up in the dictionary, his picture should be there.
Yeah.
The guy who took on a guy with an AR-15 with just his hands.
Yeah.
And defeated him.
What? So Trump contacted him? What did he do?
Well, this is great. He finally called him 3 weeks later, or 4 weeks later, however long it's been. And then someone pointed out very smartly, I thought, why isn't he invited to the White House?
Yeah.
Right. Of course, we know the answer why.
Well, you invite him to the White House, someone's going to call the police.
Yeah. And I was thinking about this. Who else has been invited to the White House? Ted Nugent.
Yeah, Ted Nugent's been to the White House.
All kinds of low travelers have walked through this White House. But this guy who's pretty much a national hero, no.
Okay, which came first? Did Trump reach out to James Shaw? Or did Trump tweet about making the China phone company great again?
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up.
Which came first?
Yeah, I think we just have to kind of go into that because that was...
Yeah, Saturday morning tweet. Or was it Sunday morning?
Right, so we thought we were going to make America great again, but actually what that meant was we're going to make China great again.
I mean, this tweet literally says he's doing a deal with China about bringing jobs back to a phone manufacturer in China.
This is what's... right.
What the hell?
Everyone knows what's going down.
Really?
But
what the hell?
I'm just going to sum up what's going down. It's obvious. Trump has business in China, and they worked out some deal in some shady back room where he's going to promote this telecom company so he can get his shit built. We all know what it is. We know what's going on.
Now, this company that has been making phones, aren't they accused of spying on the American public with these phones?
They're not allowed to. That was one of the reasons why there was a ban on them, or a embargo, or whatever word you want to use. Yeah. There's security concerns, as with everything made in China, that if it comes here in mass quantities, it could be used. Yeah.
Just the sheer audacity of Trump, just blatantly tweeting about helping China create jobs in China for China.
Right.
When was that on the 2016 campaign trail? Bringing jobs back. Come on.
Let me think. It was.
I'm just shocked that his followers aren't revolting over that. Why not? Why are they not revolting over that?
Well, probably because they have brain damage.
It's not China first. It's supposed to be America first.
Oh, look, they're in a cult. I mean, that's why I'm telling you, this guy could walk out on the front lawn of the White House and kill a baby, and they'd be like, "Well, I guess so."
Yeah, they deserved it.
That's what we're dealing with here. This guy's literally like, I'm going to get more people hired in China, our biggest rival, economically. It was amazing.
Yeah, make China great again.
Yeah, I'd love to know what went down there.
Why is he getting a free pass? That's what I don't understand. Why are all the Trump bots giving him a free pass for the let's get jobs created in China first tweet from the weekend?
When you're in a cult, you're all in. You're all in or you're all out. It's like, it is. People are like, no, it's not a cult. Of course it's a cult.
Yeah,
I mean,
it totally is.
Yeah, I mean, it's just wild. Look at their reactions when they get, when he's mocked or something. They have the same reactions as fucking Scientologists when L. Ron Hubbard gets mocked. It's the exact same thing. Oh, shoot. We're at 27 minutes.
Oh, okay. Then we better talk.
I thought we had more time.
I thought we've been going long. Okay.
Oops. I was looking at it.
I haven't been looking at the clock. Okay. Where do we pick up then?
I got blocked by the MyPillow guy.
How does that happen? Were you trolling the MyPillow guy on Twitter?
I did.
Why?
Well, I looked into why Laura Ingraham.
Oh, that's right. He's been supporting Laura Ingraham. I forgot about that.
I looked into the advertisers that she lost, and then I saw the one that she had and was this MyPillow guy. So I see those commercials all the time.
That guy's creepy. He probably lures small children into a basement.
I mean, I don't know that for a fact, but that vibe is no. I mean that. So I just tweeted him. I said, "Hey, Mike." No, actually, I went to his page first, and the first thing I see is his wallpaper. He has a giant cross.
Oh, of course.
And I'm like, whatever. That's what. But of course, being yes, he's part of the evangelical group that hates Trump, that loves Trump. Excuse me.
He wants you to know that.
He's obviously very important. So I tweeted him. I said, "Hey, Mike, fuck your pillow and fuck your white supremacist president." No, it was late at night.
All right. Yeah, that's going to get you blocked.
Insta blocked.
All right.
Yeah. I don't know. It pissed me off.
Yeah, it's all right. Well, okay. So he's not afraid to push his religion with his commercial brand on Twitter. Did you go to his personal page or are you on the MyPillow page?
No, I went to his personal page.
Oh, okay. Okay, but then that's him in every single, it's not like it's just a MyPillow commercial. He wants you to see his ugly face. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of Christians that push their Christianity on you. That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah, or shit, any religion, right? But,
there's a way Christians do it that's just unique to them and it's just bad.
Laura Ingraham literally mocked a 17-year-old kid for not getting into college.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes, she did.
I mean, and this guy's behind that. So I'm like, if you're behind that, yeah, I'm going to say fuck your pillow.
Yeah.
Like literally, and fuck you.
Did you see in the New Yorker Olivia Nunzi's piece about the relationship between Trump and Hannity, which was posted late Sunday night?
Oh God, I did hear about it.
Oh yeah, we're bringing this up late in the show. Look up Olivia Nunzi's piece on Trump and Hannity from the New Yorker. It's awesome. It's a little tabloidish leaning. She drops a tidbit about how reportedly Trump and Melania have separate bedrooms, and that he and Hannity have like phone calls. They're the last person to talk to each other late at night. They're BFFs.
Right.
It's
so
like, cute.
And everyone was making the same joke on TV about high school girls. Because I mean, it was.
Yeah. They're aging mean girls and they're old men.
Yeah. And that's, imagine you're already insane. And then the last thing you hear every night is Sean Hannity. But, this show being Mueller time, it's true that the Mueller investigation has been quiet for actually only the last 6 days, but it feels like longer.
Well, that's because Michael Avenatti gets to make all the noise. Mueller doesn't need to make noise.
Yeah. So something's going to go down soon, and rest assured when it does, we'll be here.
Yeah.
Just a little late, but hey, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
All right, guys. So as always, this is Eric and Chris at Mueller time, and we'll catch you next week.
Thanks for tuning in.